All right, welcome everybody to our Fierce Leader call. Technically, this is our November call, but we simply could not wait till November 1st. So we're here with you now because we're excited about everything that's coming down the pipeline. So, are you ready for the news? No, I'm not pregnant. Guys, stop it. Okay. The news is that for almost 6 years now, my goal, my big vision, my big why has been that Gary would be able to be working doTERRA full-time and at home with us as a family. And the news is
we have a chance to do that because my position at work was eliminated recently by corporate. So I'm coming home and I'm joining Amy's doTERRA business. So I'll be seeing you guys much more.
So we are very excited this has been a really interesting journey. This has been a really interesting month, and we've had so many emotions about it all, but truly so much excitement that we have the opportunity to do this together, because we would have played it safe for a long time. We would have waited a long time to make this decision on our own accord, and it would have been many, many years. We would have just totally played it safe. And when God closes a door, he opens another one, as cheesy as that might sound. And we're really grateful that we have the opportunity to do this together. So that is happening. Guys, it's happening. It happened, actually. It already happened. Gary's already been doing doTERRA. You just haven't. Here's the official announcement of it. So we wanted to talk a little bit about some things that we have coming down the pipeline moving forward, some things that we're really excited about. The other truth about this is that, we don't really know what this looks like. You might want to ask us in a couple months what it looks like for Gary to do doTERRA alongside. That's going to take some figuring out and some navigating, which is that's just part of the process. But it's happening. It's happened. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about things that you can be excited about. So actually, my mom's on the call, right? Have you guys, who's seen some of the Mama and Mimi stuff going on? Some of the different videos and the different things. Okay, so my mom and I have had different chapters of our businesses as well, but the truth is this: we always do best when we work together, mostly because we're complete opposites. So we have to not kill each other in order to work well together. But the truth is, we always do our best work alongside each other. So there's going to be a lot more collaboration going on, which I'm really excited about. Because she makes up for everything that I'm lacking. So when you guys are like, oh, this is so great, or Amy had a great idea here or there, well, it was really just my mom's idea and I implemented it, is the truth of it. Okay, so I'm just confessing that right now. So I'm going to let her share a little bit about that, but just some basic logistics on that. That means that in Fierce Oilers, it is going to be both of our customers, both my mom's customers and my customers. So exciting energy there. And even more exciting than that is that leader groups are merged as well. So you guys will see, I think they're all on here tonight. Sonia's on here and Jerry. We've got Donna on here. I don't know if Julie's on with us tonight, but just a really great group. And I just think that the energy and the collaboration there is going to be really fun. We did our call together in October with both sets of leaders, and it was really fun. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to be traveling together like we did in the past, pre-kiddos. So fun hilarity there. Mom, do you want to share a little bit about some of that too?
Yeah, we were just really excited, Heidi just commented on the synergy, and to bring excited minds together just makes for dynamite. And so we are really wanting to go big with our Mama and Mimi in the morning and that brand, and we would love it if you would invite your people to anything that we're doing, wherever we are. Anything we do is also for you. So please use our class ideas, use our any print material that we can offer you. What we can share with you, we are happy to share with you. We are moving forward in lockstep. We've locked arms, and 2020 I think is going to blow us out of the water, because we've got some really neat things planned for this entire group of leaders.
Yeah, we one of the things that we've been able to do so far is sometimes make our graphics, have them made in a generic form. And I know I think Em and Wendy used the drop-in graphic and had a really great event Saturday morning. Again, the graphic didn't make it a great event, but just some of those ideas, right? That's why it was so great, was the graphic, let's be honest. But just being able to partner in those things together. Okay, who here who here can guess what percentage I'm completed on my Empowered Success sales training, my doTERRA sales training? It's not 0 anymore. I'm just kidding. It's 40. Okay, Sonia, she's 23. I'm like at 30. It's either 34 or 37. I honestly can't remember. The bottom line is this. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. Our team has been through a lot of different things, a lot of different training. Most recently, me being like, I don't really feel like there's something out there for us, and starting the whole launch training, right? That came from what I learned from Emerge, and it really created a really powerful movement in 2018. And I so wish that what we're going through in Empowered Success had existed back then. I think that the launch training laid a really great foundation of like understanding skill set and the importance of training and having a really good experience with our customers and with our team, because we have that groundwork. But you're probably surprised to hear me say it, but I'm loving the Empowered Success, and I'm saying that genuinely. So here's what I know moving forward for myself. For anybody who comes to me and says, I'm interested in doing this business with you, and what I would recommend for all of you is to do and use Empowered Success, to use those guides through and through, to not recreate the wheel, reinvent the wheel, because I really think they've done a fabulous job, and put the doTERRA seal on it in a way that makes sense to the culture that we all operate in. It's a unique culture here, and it's important to stay true to that. So that's why I've been saying, try and get through that course. You'll be glad that you did. Gary's going to work his way through it too.
I started in 1%.
So we're trying to find an equilibrium there, but it's really good. So do it, utilize it. That is what we will be using moving forward, and I'm really excited about it.
So I'm not behind. I'm all doing the same homework as they are.
That's right. So let's talk about something that's I'm excited for November 1st. So I said, try and get your Empowered Success done this month. And then November 1st, what we're starting, and we're inviting you guys to start with us. We're going to be doing the Elise Shedevy calls, through the end of the year. So there's 50 of them. They are, according to my resources, 15 minutes. I know some of you have already listened to some of them, so you might have some thoughts in the chat box, but they're free. You subscribe to them, they come to your text, to your email, you watch, you listen, and then Lisa said, what are those? I'm gonna get you the link right now. And then once you're done, completed with it, you get the next one. So I'm in the Diamond group, and we've been posting a lot about our situation, trying to get feedback and asking questions. And there's easily 50 comments on the thread. And I bet 40 of the 50 comments are like, do the Elise Shedevy calls. You and your team, you and your husband, you do those calls, and that is for sure the next step. So I've been hearing a lot about them. I had already subscribed to them, and then this all happened, and there was further affirmation that that's a really important resource and incredible tool. So our invitation to you all is, do that with us. By the end of the year, have those calls completed, and to keep laying that groundwork. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions about that? The link is in the box if you have not subscribed to that.
Can we say who Elise Shedevy is?
Yeah, she's a triple presidential diamond, right? Triple diamond. What is it? She's the highest rank in doTERRA. And she actually held Zella for me at convention when my hands were free. No, that's not what happened. I was holding Zella sleeping, and I couldn't get to my wallet to pay for my lunch. So I went over to Elise Shedevy, and I was like, I trust you. Could you get my wallet out of the back of my bag? So we chit-chatted a little bit. But
her brother that we saw?
Yeah, she's really brilliant at what she does. We're going to talk a little bit about something else she offers towards the end of the call. But I just think she's polished, professional, but also I feel like down to earth, and everything that she puts out is just pretty much pure gold. It just is. I really like what she does. Triple presidential, that's right. They have to keep making new ranks because of her. That's true.
She's gone before us, so.
Yeah. Okay, so November, since this is technically talking about November and what's coming forward, typically November there are BOGOs, but it was in July, right? The first typical BOGO month that we saw them do something different, right? They did them on the Mondays, the first Monday of the week, right? For a couple weeks in a row. So I don't know what November. I have no clue what November will look like, but I have a sneaking suspicion that there will be some form of BOGOs offered. So my recommendation to you is, if you have goals, if you want to go to leadership with us in 2020, which you should want to go to leadership with us in 2020,
Phoenix, Arizona.
November is a really
Right.
good month to start setting your sights on that. Like, you'll have other months, you can have December to qualify. Oftentimes you can even qualify in January, but I'm telling you, if you want to go, then start putting some stuff on the calendar, and November is a really great month to reach for the rank of silver so you can qualify to go to leadership.
Can we say why you want to go? I know you guys love leadership. Can you just give a little recap of the difference between leadership and convention?
I've been there. I've been to leadership once or twice, convention once. Leadership's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Great speakers, less crowds and people. I mean, you got to qualify to get there, so it's kind of rewarding, and just
Mm-hmm.
they pour over you with wisdom, energy. Alicia, the speakers, like I said, are amazing, and whether I benefited from it, you're not even doing the oils then, just as a business person, learning business tips and strategies, and it's a lot of good stuff. And it's shorter, a couple days, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a good time with your team. So try and make it if you can.
If you think that you've experienced the heartbeat of doTERRA's culture at convention in Salt Lake City, just wait until you sit at a leadership and you feel like what it's really all about. And I don't even mean that in a mountaintop experience kind of way. I mean in a really electrifying kind of way of there are really powerful things happening, and it's an even deeper layer into what's going on. I don't know. What would you say, Mom?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there's nothing that can beat that experience of 34,000 people on their feet. That is a mountaintop experience. But this is definitely the nuts and bolts behind, and this is where they break it down and help you understand, if this is where you are and you want to move here, this is what you need to do. And it really kind of fleshes out for me next steps every time I go.
Yeah.
Breakout sessions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drop by rank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just really good stuff. So you can ask anybody who's been there, but it is a great thing. So again, you have to be silver to qualify, and qualification would have started in August, right? But we're past August. So you've got November and December, and sometimes they extend it to January.
When I went, I enjoyed meeting Amy's account managers and just the corporate leaders, the founders, owners.
Rubbing shoulders with people. Okay, so that's November. Now let's talk about 2020. So January 2020, the plan is, as of now, that we would be sending out some information, some samples, possibly even to some of you who might want to distribute is the wrong word, but hand them out to people, because my plan is February 1st to start Diamond Club. So that means that first round of Diamond Club I would be participating in. And what that means is that if your area, if where you live qualifies, I can come to you and we can collaborate and teach. It would be my mom and I. My mom and I can come to you and collaborate in teaching a class and putting on some kind of an event. And anybody who attends, who enrolls, gets freebies out the wazoo. That's what it means. It means that you get to do what you're already doing, and you're going to get extra support and extra, not necessarily publicity, but being able, extra incentives, right? Like when somebody enrolls, because somebody who's doing Diamond Club is on the premises, they get extra bonuses. So it's a really great way to just add.
It's a win-win for everybody, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's actually kind of fun. It's exhausting. My mom has done Diamond Club before. There's some things that have changed in how they do Diamond Club in the years since then. And I, for years, have thought that I was going to do it. But so February 1st, that would be the plan that I would be starting that.
I'm home, so watch out. Mama and Mimi are hitting the road. They might stop by.
And sometimes it might be Gary coming with me too. It's the girls change so much every day. So I think that will all kind of shake out. But my mom and I will probably be doing the majority of the traveling.
If you host 4 classes, you'll bring Zella as a treat.
She is a treat. So is Whitney, but Zella's really a treat. So that's something to be watching for and thinking about what you would want that to look like. Okay, Mom, you want to talk about Prague a little bit?
Yeah, so we were talking about Elise Chedevy, and we were talking about how much we admire her, and we've been following her forever. And so it just works out really beautifully in timing that we had the opportunity to do 2 months of learning under her mentor calls, because Elise and her husband Patrick have permanently moved to the Czech Republic. They have opened up kind of, oh, it sounds like weird to say a training camp, but it's an opportunity to go to Prague with your people, Czech Republic, and learn under them. And I'm going to just pull up this document really quick. So I'm going to post the link. I'm not as good as fast as Amy is. I might be able to get it in the comment section, but I for sure can put it in the recording. But this is what she and her husband do. It's a week-long trip. She reveals these secrets that she calls, like, number 1, how to find business builders. Number 2, how to get people to show up and buy at your classes. And number 3, how to consistently rank advance. So they've been doing this over the last few years. And right now there's a whole crop of people that are in Amy's Diamond group that are there. And the rave reviews that are coming back are so intense. At the last minute, Elise and Patrick had opened up 2 for November. Sorry. 1 for November, this upcoming month, and 1 for December. And there is such a demand that they're talking about doing another one in April. And so kind of the method to our madness, if people are interested, is why don't we kind of plug in and learn, and then those of us that can, if you want to, can go to Prague. And let me just show you the prices for this. So this is all of your accommodations, all you can eat, food, beverages, dessert, touring and sightseeing, transportation to and from the airport, single occupancy. I'm sorry, just like for one of you, $635. That's an amazing price, isn't it? And if you wanted to have a private room with your spouse, it would be about $1,800. So 7 days, some of the best sites to see, some wonderful education, the food. They actually own the hotel, bought the hotel. They have their own personal chef working there. It's amazing. They have activities like ATV. Gary and I would be ripping it up on the ATVs, no doubt.
Oh, shoot, I just muted you. Okay, you're good. I just muted you. You're good now.
They've got, what did you last year?
They've got ATVs that you and Gary would be on.
Ripping them up. And they have riflery, they have archery, saunas or saunas, depending on where you live. But the bottom line is she just really is inspired to make sure that you have the opportunity to have a clear model that you can duplicate. And she makes it very basic, and we're super intrigued by that. So I just want to say, we are not saying that you have to do this. This is just something that we're kind of rolling around in our minds. And I think that they will have another one around the end of next year as well. So I just wanted to encourage you all to definitely do her mentor calls so you get a feel. And what she does dovetails really well with Empowered Success.
I just put her name in the chat box. I would recommend that you follow her on Facebook and or Instagram. She's doing a live video with Emily Wright soon, I think sometime this week. So like Emily Wright, when it was at the last Diamond, okay, I think it is tomorrow, was at the last Prague retreat with a lot of the Diamonds that I was talking to. And I think doTERRA is paying very close attention to what Elise is doing, because they often adopt what she's doing and make them a doTERRA program. Like Diamond Club, Elise Shedevy started Diamond Club. And doTERRA was like, this is really smart. So make sure you follow her and check that out, because there's really good stuff there. Okay, this is the last thing that I just kind of want to wrap this up with, is that there are lots of places along the way in your doTERRA journey where there are invitations. There's an invitation to try an oil, to come to a class, to say yes to having an account, you know, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to share these with people. Oh my goodness, like, yes, I'm ready for the next thing. I think I might go to convention. And the invitation on the table now, you know, as we look at November 1st and moving forward into 2020, is like, it's a new invitation. And are you going to go all in? Like, we're going all in. I have said to Gary, until June 4th, 2020, we picked Zella's birthday. June 4th, 2020, the agreement is that he's not going to be doing a traditional job. I want that time to sow seeds in my doTERRA business, because I firmly believe that he won't be going back to a traditional job. And so we're going all in as a family. And I think that the way that other people go all in will look different. That looks different for each one of you on this call. That might mean marking out 15 minutes a day for the next 50 days and getting those calls done. That might mean hosting a class when we come to do Diamond Club trips. Like, it's going to look different for each one of you. I'm not saying that this exact same situation has to happen, but the invitation is like, let's go all in, because what I know from past experiences and past history, no matter whether it's a monthly theme or a training we all do together, when we all move in the same direction, big things happen, big things change. We get to help a lot more people, and it changes the way that our lives and our businesses are run as well. So that's really the invitation. So for 2019, our family's word was trust, and we've had to trust through a lot of different interesting things that have come our way. And for 2020, it's all in. And we're also trusting that God knows what that looks like. And we admitted that we don't know all the details yet. And so we're just sharing our initial plan that we're holding very loosely. But we sincerely hope that you will commit to coming with us and taking it up a notch for what makes sense in your family and in your life. So that's what I know. But we did our first call together. What do you guys think? I have one more thing to say. If you don't stop shaking your leg, I'm going to vomit. Okay, thanks. That's a good one. Okay, so we'll work on that. Okay, so I just want to be also super, super clear that I guess you guys could all talk privately about this. I wouldn't consider myself a pushy leader. I think my goal is usually to meet people where they're at and work with them, and sometimes call them a bit forward, but ultimately work with people where they're at. And this decision, a decision to be all in, a decision to do this as a family, does not change that about me or us. We are not pushy leaders. This doesn't you might feel energy and excitement and motivation, but hopefully not like intensity, like negative intensity from that decision. This is a decision that, again, we're inviting you to jump on board with us with this, but that's ultimately your call. So I just really want to be clear about that. Yeah, that's what I know. Big things will happen when we link arms. So we hope that you'll link arms with us.
Right. So like we want them, we need them, but it's like our responsibility too. It's not.
Yeah, we're not going to be like hounding people. This doesn't change the way that I do business. This just means that it's more fun and I have a little more help. And what's even more I'm noticing is even more true is my frenetic pace of trying to balance watching 2 girls and run a full-time business and do all the things is already kicked back significantly with accessibility to Gary. So I think you might even notice that it's a little less intense. Just a thought. Okay, well, you guys can hold me to that. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Go get your Empowered Success done. Get that sales training done. Subscribe to those Elise Chedevy calls. And then just watch in the group for what's going to be coming down the pipeline. And we're really excited.
Keep on.
Peace. We're going to stop shaking the table over here.